Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah HaKadash. I want to give double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that taught us his truth and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and to the 1/3 men, women, and children of Israel, and to the Israelite foreigners who has the appearance of the heathens, but their lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom. I want to read this Psalms 40. The Spirit just jumped on me, and I pretty much went with the Holy Spirit and blindly picked this, okay? And just wanted to see where the Spirit would take me. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. Right, just like in Ezekiel 9:4, where, let me just get it real quick. And it reads, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, which was speaking to that angel, through the midst of Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a people before it's a city, right? And set a mark upon the forehead of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, right? So here in Babylon the Great, aka America, Mystery Babylon, we cry and we're complaining to the Lord about all these abominations taking place in this evil, wicked kingdom that is under stewardship of Esau Edom, the so-called white man, so-called Caucasian. All right. He's ruling the earth with an iron fist. He is the hammer of the earth, as the scriptures say, right? So we sigh and cry about the abominations that are here, right? To the chief musician, a psalm of David, I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. And only the elect of Israel is crying of this, because hey, 2/3 of our people, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're not crying. They love Babylon the Great. Okay, they are spiritually Egyptians and spiritually Sodom, citizens of Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Verse 2, he brought me up out of a horrible pit, and that's Babylon the Great, right? Out of the mire clay, and set my feet upon a rock and established my goings, right? And that rock is Yahushua, the cornerstone, right? And he had put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our power. Many shall see it and fear. And that's the wicked elites, man. Your Bilderbergs, Rothschild, right? Your DuPonts, your Giddies, and fear and shall trust in the Lord. Let's get a precept for that, man. That many shall see it and fear. Let's grab Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5:1. And then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness. And that's what we do when we're making these epistles on these social media platforms and going out to the highways and byways, right? As you see in every major city around the four corners of the earth, right? Before the face of such as have afflicted him. Esau, Edom, and the other nations, right? You can find that in Psalms 83, when they made a conspiracy against the children of Israel, right? And made no accounts of their labors. Here's the point. Verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for, right? Because they've paid trillions upon trillions of dollars to keep our heritage from us, that we are the Israelites, man, and that those people in the land of Israel, those are not the children of Israel, okay? The small hat people, okay? So now let's go back. Matter of fact, let's reinforce that some more. That they fear when they see us standing on our feet. Here it is. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh, and that 3 days and a half represents from the time of like the 1600s when we went into slavery, came over here came off of cargo slave ships in like 1600s, right? And up until when Abba Bivens, the priest Abba Bivens, pretty much put together the Old Testament and New Testament, man. The us being saved from Yahushua, man. All right, putting the whole volume of the book together. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life formed from Yahweh entered into them. Who's the them? The elect, preaching on highways and byways. And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. All right, 2/3 of our people, right, and the top elites. So now let's get back to the Psalms. Psalms 40. And he put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our power. Many shall see it and fear and trust, and shall trust in the Lord. And that new song, I gotta bag up everything, precept upon precept, line upon line, right? Revelation 14 and here it is. I'm gonna get to the point. Verse 3. And they sung, who's the they? The elect. They sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song. What's the song? The 100% truth of these scriptures, man. You know, the doctrine of Yahweh Yahushua, right? But the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. All right. So now back to the Psalms. Psalms 40. Blessed is that man that make the Lord his trust and respect not the proud. Who's the proud? Esau, Edom. The proud, the few, the Marines, right? Who has put in legislation for law that the alphabet people, the nasty people, that's their name, pride, right? Nor such as turn aside to lies. Hey, in Babylon the Great, you can lie and be a millionaire off of being a liar, man. Okay, you can have a beautiful life, so-called beautiful life, being a liar here. Verse 5. Many, O Lord, my power, are thy wonderful works which thou hast done, and thy thoughts which are to usward. They cannot be reckoned up in order unto thee. If I would declare and speak of them, they are more than can be numbered. Sacrifice and offering thou did not desire. My ears have thou opened. Burnt offering and sin offering have thou not required. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me. Okay, didn't I just say that? That's what Abba Bivens, he came in the human form, reincarnated John the Baptist and Elijah, right? And down to our apostles and elders. Hey, they taught us, which in my intro, when we give double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Okay, because they teach us the whole volume of the book. Verse 8. I delight to my, and that's through the Holy Spirit, Salakia. Verse 8. I delight to do thy will, O my power. Yea, the law is within my heart. I have preached righteousness in the great congregation. Lo, I have not refrained my lips, O Lord, thou knowest. I have not hid thy righteousness within my heart. I have declared thy faithfulness and thy salvation. I have not concealed thy loving kindness and thy truth from the great congregation. Withhold not thy tender mercies from me, O Yahweh, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Let thy loving kindness and thy truth continually preserve me. And we need that here in this kingdom, right? For innumerable evils have compassed about me. For innumerable evils have compassed about me. My iniquities have taken hold upon me, so that I am not able to look up. Right, and that's in the kingdom of Esau Edom. They are more than the hairs of my head. Therefore my heart failed me. Be pleased, O Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, to deliver me. O Lord, make haste to help me. Right, out of this wicked evil kingdom, Mystery Babylon, aka America. Let them be ashamed and confounded together that seek after my soul. Right, trying to put the Vicky venom in us, the Satan's sauce after my soul to destroy it. Let them be driven backwards and be put to shame that wish me evil. Right, Esau, Edom is 2/3 of our people. Let them be desolate for a reward on their shame. And that's nuclear missiles, man. And the lasers from the UFOs, which you people, from the so-called UFOs, which you people ignorantly call UFOs. All right, Salakia, I meant chariots. Chariots of Israel. Read again. Let them be desolate for a reward on their shame that say unto me, aha. Because that's what our people do to us. They try to catch us up. Like, hey, you're not the chosen people. Aha, I caught you. You're not the chosen people. Right? Verse 16. Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. Let such as love thy salvation say continually, the Lord be magnified. But I am poor and needy. Yes, that's we the meek. We know we poor and needy. We have nothing in this wicked, sinful kingdom. Continuing. Yet the Lord think upon me. Thou art my help and my deliverer. Make no tarry, O my power. So with that, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash. Shalom.